I am not one of 4 wives. I'm a Mormon. Normally, when people hear about people's religions, they make unrealistic observations about what they've heard or what they have Googled on the internet. Certain examples are people who are Jewish, or Muslim, or Baptist, or even Christian, or in this case, Mormon. I am a Mormon. Today I'm going to talk to you about the stereotypes of Mormonism, how I became a Mormon, and what Mormons actually believe in. So, my first point is going to be about the stereotypes of Mormonism. Whenever I tell people that I am a Mormon, I usually get the reaction of, you share your husband with multiple wives? No. Mormons do not believe in polygamy. They believe that if you do practice this, that you will be excommunicated from the church. There are people in certain cults that call themselves Mormons that do practice this, but they are no longer a part of the church. I want people to know that because it's offensive whenever I tell people my religion, and they automatically assume that I share my husband with 4 other women, which is not true at all. Another stereotype of Mormonism is that people think we baptize corpses, and that is not true at all. We do something for the dead. It's called baptisms for the dead, our ancestors. And with that, we go to the temple, and we choose a person that has passed away and is in the afterlife, and who had not been baptized before dying, and we choose that person. We take on that person's soul, and we are baptized for them so they can move on to heaven, to the celestial kingdom, is what Mormons call it. We do not take people out of their resting place and baptize them. No, we do it as ourselves. We take on that person as we're being baptized, and we take that baptism for them, so that way that their soul can move on into the celestial kingdom. Now that I've covered a couple of the stereotypes of Mormonism, I'm going to turn our attention towards how I became a Mormon. So, me and my husband had been together for about 6 years before we got married this last October, and his family they're all Mormon, and I'd just been around for so long. After a few years, I kind of got interested in what they believed. So, whenever I had questions, I would go to their church with them, and I grew up a Christian. My parents are Christian. I grew up in a Christian church, and I didn't ever really question what Mormonism was. I never heard of it before I started dating Brandon. And whenever I had questions, I would talk to the elders who are part of the church that come from where they live, and they teach the gospel to others who have not heard of what Mormonism is or what it stands for. So I would talk to them, and they would just tell me about what they believe. So I owe it to my husband on how I became a part of their religion, because if it wasn't for him, then I may have not ever discovered Mormonism and became a Mormon. And it's really important in my life that I did that, because I believe in my heart that it is the true religion. This leads me to my second reason on how I became a Mormon is by faith. So whenever the elders come to your house and talk to you, they tell you to pray. They tell you to pray about if the church is the one true church. And so I did. I asked God if that was my path, where I needed to go. and I got my answers, which I had never really done as a Christian believer. I never really prayed very much, and now I read scriptures. I go to church more with my husband and his family. It's just I feel in my heart that this is the one true faith and religion. So now that I've covered how I became a Mormon, I want to lead on to what Mormons actually believe. So Joseph Smith Jr. Is actually the founder of Mormonism. He is a prophet sent by God that we believe was sent by him to find the church and spread his word. So this quote is, "The best way to obtain truth and wisdom is not to ask from books, but to go to God in prayer and obtain divine teaching." So don't go to Google to see what Mormons believe in, because it's mostly not true. And I want people to know that. So if you have doubts, ask me, ask a fellow Mormon, but ask someone who knows what they're talking about. Don't go to the internet to find what you're looking for. Pray about it, and if it's true, then it'll come to you in prayer. So we do believe in the Trinity, the divine Trinity, such as that consists of God being the eternal Father, and his Son, Jesus Christ, and in the Holy Ghost. We do believe in them, and we do believe that that God is Lord and Savior, and that he will eventually return to earth. So Mormonism is it's a religion apart from Christianity. It derived from Christianity. Just because we believe in a prophet doesn't really make us any more different than Christianity. There are priests that people follow and stuff like that in Christianity. So we follow prophets, and that's just how we kind of differ from the Christian religion. So today, in conclusion, I have talked to you about the stereotypes of Mormonism, how I became a Mormon, and what Mormons actually believe in. And I want to let you know that only God can judge me, not the people who think that I'm a polygamist, or the people that think I baptize corpses. Just want you to know to not judge someone by their religion until you fully know what their religion is about.